What's up, guys? I wanted to make a quick video just to show you guys how I organize the statues I have in my home. My collection is growing at a pretty rapid pace, and I don't live in a huge place, so I kind of have to get creative with how I organize things and where I place things. The tricky thing is I also have two daughters, two small toddlers running around, so keeping things out of reach and keeping things safe is a huge priority for me in this small space that I live in. So let's get started and take a look. So I live in a small 2-bedroom apartment, and before having kids, I used to have the second bedroom to myself as my office where I kept most of my computer stuff. It's where I edited my photos and where I kept all my collectibles and things that I was into. So having kids, that quickly changed, and I was kind of kicked out of that room. And for a few years, I didn't collect anything. I moved everything to storage, and this past year, I really wanted to pick up a Prime 1 Studio statue. So the first one I actually picked up was this breakout Tyrannosaurus Rex. And excuse the noise, guys. I live right off a really busy street here in LA County, so it's going to be pretty loud outside. So this was the first statue I actually picked up from Prime 1 Studios. And before this, I couldn't imagine paying the price I paid for this. This piece was about 800 bucks, and I got this one from Sideshow Collectibles website. And after ordering this piece and waiting on it to come, I started obsessing over other pieces that I didn't have yet. So at this time, they only had this T-Rex up for sale and a few of the Fallen Kingdom pieces, which I wasn't interested in at that moment. They did have this Triceratops for sale, and this is actually the cheapest piece that they've sold. This was $5.99, and I actually know the guy who sculpted a few of these original Jurassic Park pieces for Prime 1. And I know he's a stickler for screen accuracy, like myself. So I knew this would be an incredible piece if I was able to get it. So on impulse one night, I actually just went ahead and ordered it, and my collection started there. I had those two pieces. Here is a John Hammond cane from Chronicle Collectibles. I did a review on that. So this Triceratops piece also came with this signboard here, which is from the movie, kind of a stone monolith. Really cool. And so yeah, my collection is growing. I have currently 4 Prime 1 pieces at the moment, and a few more on the way. I've actually ordered every piece that they've put up for sale or pre-order as of now from the original films. Like I said, I'm skipping everything from Fallen Kingdom, and I'll see how Dominion turns out and decide what I do with that. So I'm trying to stick to high-end stuff, guys. I'm selling most of my Mattel. I'm keeping all of my Kenner toys, the original stuff. But here's a, these are from Rebor. This is the Compy little dissection guy. So this one I picked up because Rebor modeled these after the Stan Winston models of the dinosaurs. So that looks like a Jurassic Park Compy. Sorry for the reflections. This is their Velociraptor fetus, which is pretty nuts. Actually lights up on the base and glows. And so I also ordered this Velociraptor a few months ago, and it just came in a few weeks ago. So when you order from Prime 1, guys, if you choose economy shipping, once the item becomes available and in stock and they ship it out, it usually is about a 2 to maybe sometimes 3-month process. And it could be pretty agonizing as you wait for something you paid a lot of money for, and it takes that long to receive. But this thing is beautiful, guys. If you can see the detail on this piece. And I try to do reviews for every one of these pieces. I'm getting better at them. I'm not that great on camera and my equipment. I've always been into photography, but video is new to me. So bear with me, guys, as I get better on these pieces, making these reviews and the quality of them. This is a Pachycephalosaurus that isn't going to stay here. Again, guys, I'm shuffling things around. I have to get creative as I have more pieces coming in. And that guy is probably, unfortunately, going to have to go back in his box and into the garage. So this guy just came in last week. I already have a review up on him, and this thing is incredibly massive. So in this spot here, I actually had the T-Rex and the Triceratops there for many, many months, and I just had to switch it up. But this piece is incredible. And I just purchased this storage rack there from IKEA a few weeks ago. And again, I'll show you what I do to kind of keep my kids away from these pieces. So here I got this board from Home Depot, kind of keeps the kids and the dog from running over to my computer space and being able to get to these statues. And this storage rack, I got high enough to where they're not old enough to reach that height yet, so it is safe. And luckily, they're not wanting to climb yet on things, so kind of keeps it out of harm's way. So this is my computer space, dual monitor. This is where I edit my photos, kind of play games, kind of try to get away and relax. I do have it decorated as well. I'm actually uploading a video now. So that Barbasol can was actually made by a friend of mine in the Jurassic Park motor pool. He actually works at Universal Studios Orlando and just helped design and make the Jurassic World tribute store that they just opened up a few days ago. There are a few Mondo pieces, the Mondoids, and a few of my Alebrijes. If you've seen the movie Coco, you know what those are, and some Jurassic Park plates. This is a Namnu Tyrannosaurus. I ordered this because I love the style. Again, it's in the Stan Winston style, so it looks like it came straight out of Jurassic Park. Here is a Chronicle Collectibles egg, Velociraptor egg that they made a few years ago. I bought this secondhand and had to pay a little more than the retail was. And I didn't know these things weren't painted too well. And as you can see there, the paint starts to chip off and flake off after time, even if kept in like kind of temperature controlled areas. So that piece is super fragile. If you barely touch it, flakes want to come off of paint. This is a really neat story, guys. This is a prototype of night vision goggles from Chronicle Collectibles. This is a piece that they actually would take on trade shows to kind of show proof of concept of what they were going to make. This is a half scale owned by Chronicle Collectibles, and I actually purchased this from a former employee who said it was a paint test for the full-size prototype that they were making. Here's an original frame from the opening of Jurassic Park The Ride at Universal Studios. Here's my wife and I. We kind of requested to be front row the day I kind of dressed up, and we wanted to go all out and just have a fun time. That was actually right before we found out my wife was pregnant with our first daughter. So fun times kind of ended there. And again, here is my Prime 1 Studios 1/15 scale Mosasaurus with a shark. This piece already sold out, and it was just released in March and was a little north of $1,800 once all said and done with shipping. But this piece is incredible, and I think it'll have a greater value as time goes on and people try to pick it up that missed out on it. So again, guys, I don't know what I have planned for the other pieces coming. The next piece I have arriving is the Prime 1 Studios Spinosaurus. Initially, I was going to have the T-Rex here and the Spinosaurus here facing that way. I also ordered the Rotunda T-Rex, and that is on an installment plan, so it's actually going to be a few months till I get that. I probably won't get that till about October or November. But I love the way I have it set up at the moment with the T-Rex kind of going after the Mosasaurus. And eventually, when I do move out, because my wife and I are planning on buying a house eventually, I'd love to get another stand like this just to the left of this dresser and put the Indominus Rex statue that Prime 1 Studios has coming out that I am about to order. Haven't ordered it yet. That guy is coming this way, so it'll kind of be a cool recreation of the final scene of Jurassic World when they're kind of fighting, and the Mosasaurus kind of interrupts their fun and takes the Indominus into the lagoon. So again, guys, that was just a quick look at the small space that I have to get creative with. Oh, I actually have this guy here. Didn't want to forget. So Prime 1 Studios did not make a Brachiosaurus. I think they had it planned, but the Jurassic line wasn't doing so well. And at the time, I believe it was because there was a lot. The market was flooded really quickly when Jurassic World came back out. Chronicle Collectibles was on the scene. Iron Studios picked up the license. Prime 1 Studios was making pieces. So there was just a whole lot of choices for people. And Jurassic fans never had high-end stuff come out before, so they kind of weren't ready. A lot of the fans weren't used to paying the prices that some of these pieces were. So I myself had always waited for really nice high-end pieces, and even when they came out, it took me a few years before I jumped on any of them. But now I'm all in, guys, and I think I need to calm down because, like I said, I have 3 more pieces coming, and some of them are basically don't even have a spot. I don't know where I'm going to put them, but that kind of happens when you kind of jump into something on impulse like I did. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this little view at my little living space, my little Jurassic living space. My dog isn't too impressed. And hopefully you guys stick around to the channel as I'm doing reviews on all these pieces and all the pieces I have coming in. And thanks for watching, guys. See you guys next time.